On today's episode of the Cryptoverse, the Invest With Me livestream series is back for episode 3 coming up next Wednesday. The next Bitcoin hard fork to Segwit2x moves one day closer, and the EOS public testnet is due to launch 4 weeks ahead of schedule. All of that and a market roundup on today's episode of the Cryptoverse, so stay right there. Hi there guys, welcome to the latest episode of the Cryptoverse, your regular dose of news and commentary on Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies and blockchains. I'm your host, Chris Coney. Story number 1 today, the Invest With Me crowdfund live stream. Well, I think that was a Freudian slip. The Invest With Me live stream series is back for episode 3. Here it is. I'll set out on Monday to head to Poland to provide you with live coverage of the IndaHash ICO. That's where the Freudian slip came from with the crowdfund word. So I'll be doing this live streaming right from inside the IndaHash headquarters in Warsaw in Poland. Kind of bringing an extra flavor to the Invest With Me live stream. I know they said crowdfund again. Now, if you're interested in another mini travel blog type thing that I did, let me know in the comments below. However, no matter what, this time I'm going to post the travel blogs on my Chris Coney YouTube channel rather than on the Cryptoverse YouTube channel. You know, after the Vegas travel blogs, I just don't feel the travel blogs are appropriate for the main channel. Let's keep it clean, shall we? If you're interested in me personally, then I have a stupid personal channel that I just post anything and everything on. It's completely disorganized. There is no structure to it whatsoever, so that's where the travel blogs should go. So if you want to go and check it out there, cool. But in principle, do you even want to know about the travel blogs? Because I'm not going to spend the time doing it if no one's interested. Now back to the stream itself then. My aim is to start the stream 30 minutes prior to the ICO going live. So please double check and then triple check the event page for the exact time, right? The event page is on YouTube for the live stream. It's live now, link in the description. So I want you to double and triple check the time in the lead up to the live stream. Don't just check it once, check it periodically in between, because there is a chance I've miscalculated the time difference between the UK and Poland, right? Because we just changed our clocks, and just do me a favor and triple check it. I don't want you to miss out if you do actually want to tune in, all right? Story number 2, the EOS public testnet is due to launch on the 4th of December, weeks ahead of schedule. How do I know this? GitHub. So this is the GitHub for EOS itself. Now, also, please note, whenever I talk about EOS, there is a high risk of bias because I'm such a big fan of the project. So please take that into account whenever I talk about EOS, right? So with that said, and for the benefit of those who don't know what EOS is, it's a smart contract platform that is set to launch in June of next year, 2018, and it could theoretically run the whole of Ethereum inside a single app on the EOS platform. So that should give you some perspective on the potential of this thing. Anyway, according to their GitHub, this is the EOS GitHub, EOS Dawn 2.0, it was due to launch on the 31st of December 2017, and it's now been moved up to the 4th of December. Now, previous to this, developers had to set up their own testnet, right? There was software available, EOS Dawn 1.0, but you had to kind of set up on your own system and then to begin developing your apps on that. But now everyone will be able to use the public testnet, which is huge. Also, Brock Pierce from Block One, the company who is developing the EOS.io software, he's on video saying that there are close to 1,000 decentralized apps set to launch along with the EOS network itself. He called it the biggest product launch ever. Now, I don't think it was the news that caused this. However, EOS also had a massive pump in the token's price yesterday on the markets. So here's my Coinigy chart showing EOS against the US dollar. And if you watched yesterday's show, we did look at this price chart, and I said on that show that the price was beginning to move up slowly. And my prediction was that if it could break 85 cents, it would go up to about $1.30. Now, as you'll know if you listen to the Cryptoverse on a regular basis, I don't always call it right. But on this occasion, it played out almost perfectly. Yesterday, it broke 85 cents, went up to a high of $1.33, and then has now come back down again to like 94 cents. But it did visit $1.30, so that's good enough for me. So story number 3 then, let's do a Bitcoin hard fork check-in for the Segwit2x. Again, I'm doing this on a daily basis just to make sure everyone is informed. Same rule as always, make sure if you want to get some of the coins from this split, make sure you transfer all of your Bitcoin holdings to your own private wallet that you control the keys to. Now, there are some people that say it's better to keep it on an exchange because the exchanges freeze deposits when we have these hard forks, and the people that have their funds on the exchange, they get them issued instantly, even though they're trapped inside the exchange temporarily. I personally don't take that approach. I put all my Bitcoin in my Ledger Nano S hardware wallet and then wait for a new version of the software before doing anything with the coins. Now, that does mean I have to wait longer than everybody else to get access to my, say, Bitcoin Cash, or in this instance, my Segwit2x Bitcoins, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So it depends on your attitude to risk, I guess. So according to this countdown, 14 days and 53 minutes to go. Check in the Segwit futures price on CoinMarketCap if we just do a quick refresh. Segwit futures are trading at $1,178 and are up 1% in the last 24 hours. And finally, according to CoinDance, we still have 84.9% miner support for Segwit2x. So that means if that maintains, like we said yesterday, 85% of the mining power is going to be mining on the Segwit2x chain, which means the existing Bitcoin chain, the amount of mining power is going to drop dramatically, and it may have trouble, creating blocks. It will slow right down to a halt. So looking at the data purely and that 85% miner support, Segwit2x is to date the only real credible threat to Bitcoin's dominance, right? So we'll have to see what is going on with that mining power as we get closer and closer to the actual day. It may even be worth, I've just thought of this, it may even be worth me doing a live stream to cover the actual point where we reach the split block, right? Just to see if that mining power maintains. Anyway, no moral of the story today because the news stories don't really have a moral, so I'll skip that. So let's go straight to the market roundup so we can finish up the show. Market roundup, we're going to use OCFX once again for this. So pop myself over to the screen here. Biggest winner of the day is EOS, up 19.74%, trading at 94 cents right about now. Followed by that, Bitcoin Cash has been doing really, really well recently in its approach to its own hard fork to improve some of its traits and the way it works on the code level. And it is up 16% in the last 24 hours, around about $565. Bitcoin's also on a tear. We'll talk about that in just a sec when we look at the charts, but it says here on OCFX it's trading at $7,015. I do not believe that is true at this moment in time. We will look at the chart in just a mo. Now, metal's having a bad day yet again, down 23%. Can you believe this? And BitShares also took a slap today, down 22% itself. We have some other big 20% droppers here. We've got Stratis and VertCoin down 21 and 21.28% respectively. In terms of the sectors, currencies are the biggest winners today and the biggest losers are distributed computing coins. So that's what I've got to say about that. Let's finish up with the chart readings. We're going to look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, EOS, and LiteCoin because LiteCoin has broken its trend line. So let's begin over here with CoinG once again. Bitcoin Cash trading against the US dollar. Again, I kind of called this one pretty well as well. I said that we were going to break $488 was a good point to break, and then it should turn into support. If we zoom right in on this chart here, this is almost textbook what happened. Yesterday, there was a big run up to a high of 548, which was above $500 and above 488. And then the low of today came down to 490. So it was actually $2 above the support line. and that is good support. And you can look at the shape of this candle. The body of the candle is way up the total trading range, so that is a bullish signal from the markets. So we now have 2 points of protection, I guess, in terms of a price move down. We have the $500 mark and the 488 Fibonacci retracement line. So there's 2 reasons to be confident in Bitcoin Cash's price. And then thirdly, we've got the 50-day moving average. It's starting to bottom out and turn up, and the price is now above the 50-day moving average. So all of those things together in a recipe means I'm more bullish on Bitcoin Cash than bearish. Moving on to Bitcoin itself, Bitcoin against the US dollar. What can you say? Bitcoin is absolutely on a tear here. I did call this one wrong. I bought in the China crash way back down here at the 14th of September, and then I pulled out at like $5,500. Ouch, right? So I pulled out $1,500 too early. So that's what you get. Just you make the call and you face the consequences. Now then, the price movement here, the chart pattern I'm looking at here, this is almost a pattern that I would call 3 white soldiers, where the entire body of the candle engulfs the entire trading range. That's a momentum pattern. So everything about this is uptrending. You've got both of the moving averages uptrending. You've got the 50-day moving average above the 200, a massive gap between the two, and you've got the 3 white soldiers going on at the same time. On reasonable volume as well. It's not like there's crazy volume. It's pretty normal volume. And today, Bitcoin has now hit another all-time high of, on Bitfinex anyway, 6,966. So while OCFX was reporting $7,015, it depends where they're getting that price feed from. I'm getting it from Bitfinex and a price feed through to Coinigy. So 6,966 would be my all-time high. Now, EOS and LiteCoin are the next two. EOS against the US dollar. We just talked about this. After that big run up to $1.33, it's now turned around and is trading at more like 93 cents. Support for EOS is probably right back where the resistance line broke at $85 cents. So we'll see if it comes back down that far and see if it can test 85 cents. And finally today we'll look at LiteCoin. Unfortunately, LiteCoin was looking pretty good with its trend line here. It had tested it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and I was looking for a 6th test and a move up beyond $55. Instead, what happened was it went down below $55. It's below the moving average, and now it's broken its trend line as well. LiteCoin's only saving grace by the looks of this is $50, and if it breaks $50, we'll be looking at $46, and if it breaks that, we could be looking at a lot lower. So watch out for that. I'm holding on to my LiteCoin just as an insurance policy against if Bitcoin goes completely AWOL, but that's that. Alrighty then. Thank you very much for joining me today, guys. If you liked this episode, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new around here, get subscribed. And if you would like access to my very best material, such as my structured online courses that will teach you things like how to make and save money with Bitcoin, check out cryptoversity.com. Alright guys, that's all for today. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode of the Cryptoverse. So until then, it's me, Chris Coney, saying bye for now.